Channel message. When you are dealing with this narcissistic group and they made you out to be the scapegoat of the group, they smeared your name. There was a there was a huge smear campaign that was against you. And what happened is there was this one main culprit that was doing the majority of the damage because they were the one that were creating the rumors. They were creating the lies and they were the ones that was going around spreading it to other people. So that one main culprit, we're going to call him the main culprit. The main culprit created the lies and spread it around to everybody, any and everybody that would listen. And the majority of people that they went to believed everything that the main culprit had told them. And I said this in another message, but I got to reiterate it, is like one of the things that they were smearing your name about was talking about things that you have done. Like they may have brought up an example like, oh, well, I hear that they steal candy from babies. I'm just making something up, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like just ridiculous things that they said that you allegedly had done. And secondly, they also brought up things saying how you lying about things that you allegedly did to the main culprit, like saying, oh, well, we were chilling at the library and I sneezed and they did not even say bless you. You know, just again, I'm making things up, but to give examples, but it was things that they basically said that you did to the main culprit that was like a personal attack against the main culprit. Like basically they're saying this person over here, you, the main culprit is like, they don't like me and they're mean to me and they're a bully and they're abusive and they're wrong because they've done things to me like this. They had to create fake scenarios and fake examples to justify their claim. Like they needed a way to back up their claim. So they basically allegedly claimed that you did things to them or said things to them just so that their narrative is more plausible. Because it's like when you go to court, it's like, okay, well, where's your evidence? Well, how can you back up your claim? Like back up your argument. Give me an example. They would give an example, but the examples were always false. It was never anything that you had actually done. It was all false. So here they are thinking, oh, this person is doing this and they did that to you. So they're looking like, why would they do that to you? Why would they do that? And they would always say, I don't know. I don't know why they would do that. They just did it to be. They always act like the fucking victim, you know, always acted like they were like, you know, how just always acting like you were just out to get them when that really wasn't the case. They were out to get you, but they just had to do the whole role reversal. And then another thing is that and this was like the icing on the cake. It's like they basically had to do 3 strikes, you're out. So the first strike was like, this is what they have done to other people. And I've witnessed it. I've heard about it. I just know about it. Things that you didn't do. Like the whole, they steal candy from babies. That was strike 1. They didn't say bless you when I seized. That was strike 2. Now, to bring it on home for a home run, they're like, oh yeah, the main culprit would go to those people that they were, smearing your name to. And basically the main culprit would go, oh yeah, and they had said this about you. They were saying that you are this, they were saying that you are that, and they were saying that they don't like you, and they were saying all of this stuff about you. So yeah, they were saying this stuff about you. They don't like you either. That was strike 3, you're out, in order to bring it on home. Boom, home run. That was the whole method that they used in order to get these people to come against you. Because if they wanted to get these people on their side to make them seem like the victim, like someone is doing something to them and hurting them, they also had to make you look bad, to make you seem like you are this bad person that's just going around hurting everybody. And then to bring it on home, they had to lie on you and say how you have said, allegedly said certain things about these people that they're smearing your name to, so that way they can make it personal to the person that they're spreading your name to. So the main culprit went to these people and basically was like, you shouldn't like this person, you should be against this person because they said this about you. And when they made it personal and brought them into it, now the other person is thinking, well, why would they say that about me? Why would they do that to me? Why would they think this? Why would they say that? They would always say, well, I don't know why they would say it. They just said it. They did all. But let me tell you, when the main culprit was smearing your name to these other people are not very intelligent. They are emotionally immature. They are not emotionally intelligent. They are very immature because they would rather take what someone said at face value without even going to the source, you, to even confirm if all of that was true or not. They just believed everything that they heard because they're childish and immature and are very naive and just believe everything that people tell them. And especially if it's gossip, they're quick to believe it. Especially if it's gossip about them, they are quicker to believe something about them because they're just so grandiose. Like, how would someone talk about me like that? I don't even like them. Like, because these people are so insecure within themselves, when they're hearing someone talking about them, before they can even confirm if it is true or not, they automatically are feeling inadequate. They're automatically feeling wounded, and instead of, and now they have like a bone to pick with you. Now they have this animosity towards you. So all of this was happening behind your back, behind closed doors, when you weren't around, and all of this smear was happening without your knowledge. Okay. And while this was happening, all of these people are getting so angry and they have so much negativity towards you. So that's why whenever you would come around, or whenever they would come around to you and want to confront you on certain things, the energy that they had towards you was just so intense. And you're wondering, where is all of this energy coming from? Why are you all so angry? Why are you so upset? Why are you giving me all of this negative energy? And it's because that main culprit stirred up that emotion in them. They stirred up anger, they stirred up betrayal, they stirred up pain, they stirred up sadness, they stirred up all that trauma, because that main culprit is very manipulative and very deceptive, and they knew exactly what to do to get people to be on their side. So that is where all of that energy and anger was coming from. It was all based on lies. Like when I tell you this main culprit lied like a second language, when I tell you it's like everything out of their mouth was a lie. And this main culprit is so fucked up in the head. They're a sociopath that they believe their own lies. And what happened is, you wondered, why are these people defending this main culprit? That's why they were defending the main culprit, because they felt that you were talking about them and saying things about them and talking shit about them when you really weren't. So they're thinking, if you're talking shit about me and you're talking shit about them, now we're a team. Now you're against me. You're against me. You're against her. You're against him. You're against them. You're against us now. So now it's you against us. So now it's us against you. So that's why they teamed up with the main culprit to come against you. But here is how it all backfired. Because basically, once God had removed you from that environment and sent you away so that you can heal and you can basically go through your healing journey and be away from all of that trauma, what happened is you were the scapegoat for this whole group, and you were the main target, main enemy for this main culprit. So when you were no longer around, they could not use you anymore, because you had blocked their numbers, you had left, like you were completely gone. So they no longer could use you and accuse you of saying and doing things. So now this main culprit didn't know what to do with themselves. They didn't know how to navigate. So all of this energy and anger that they were projecting onto you and focusing all of their energy on you, because they had all that energy, was always within them, but all they did was project it onto you, that one person. But then once you were removed, they didn't have that main person, you being their punching bag in order for them to fulfill their agenda. So they started expelling all of that anger and energy towards everybody else, including the people that they smeared your name to. So then they basically gave all that energy to you, to them. And that's when those people that were defending them felt salty and felt stupid because they're like, I was defending someone that betrayed me in the end.